Hi there, this is Balsamic Moon Tarot, and I have messages for the collective. These are channeled messages, so only take what resonates and leave behind the rest. I'm going to get right into it, so I will try to give as much detail and information as possible just to help you confirm that this is the message for you. So we're going to start with general message. What is it that this person needs to know? Stepping aside, calling in the guides of the person watching this. What is it that your guide wants you to know at this time? Okay, we have the High Priestess. So this is confirming that your guide is present. This is a divine feminine energy. So you may even have someone that you pray to, like Mother Mary. You may be drawn to goddesses, goddess figures. We have the Seven of Swords. Okay, interesting. These wanted to come out. We have the Six of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Okay, lots of swords. So this message is for somebody who I think has either been praying or wants to pray, but struggles with prayer because there's something about speaking, using your words. There's something about the power of that you're afraid somehow. I'm not sure what that really means there, but I see that you're definitely feeling like there's something you have to do alone, and you actually have people in your life who have expressed support for you, but there's something you feel you need to do alone because you don't want to involve the people who you love. You want to keep them safe, is the sense. Like, you don't even want to let them know what you're up to because you don't want that information to compromise their own safety. Okay, so if that resonates with you, stick around. This is a message for you. I see with the Knight of Swords, I actually don't see this as your energy. I do see this as an external energy. So I feel like you've recently felt attacked or been attacked. I'm sorry if that is the case, but that sounds awful. But like, it's also possible that you were like attacked in the past and the memory is coming up and it's really like bothering you. It's also possible that you haven't been attacked and you're actually at no threat of being attacked, but you fear it, okay? So I know that's like a few different options there, but I really just wanted to call out this Knight of Swords energy because with the Nine of Swords, it's showing that you're like really anxious about some kind of potential threat here. And the High Priestess is coming up because you do have a protective figure behind you. You have a spirit who is protecting you. And the thing is, this spirit is not necessarily very communicative. This spirit doesn't really communicate to you in the way that you would expect, I guess. It's not so much that it's not so much that the spirit is not communicating to you. It's that the messages that they're trying to give you, the spirit is trying to give you a message and like you're just having trouble decoding that for a number of reasons, but I think for one big reason is because you've been anxious lately, and so it's like you can't really quite get to that meditative state of mind that you really need to be in order to receive messages from your guide, okay, and messages from your higher self. So let's go ahead and pull some more cards here. Page of Pentacles. I'll put this over here. Nine of Pentacles. Now we're getting all these pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Queen of Wands. Very cool. Very lovely. Okay. Okay, so here's one message about this. Some of you who resonate with what I've said so far, you've had some financial concerns and you really tried to solve a problem that was financial in nature. You tried to solve this by trying something different, trying something new, like let's say, you know, learning a new budget software, something like that. And your guide wants you to know that that's a good thing, and they want to encourage you to keep doing that because they really see for you a financial independence in the future. Okay, I can't tell if this is near future. I just see it in your future where if you keep this up, if you keep up this like curiosity and this genuine interest in learning how to handle your finances, you have a chance of success here, of getting what you want, of like retiring or whatever that is for you, what financial independence means for you. You actually have, you know, you have that in the picture here. With the Seven of Pentacles, what I'm seeing is that you do need to take things slow still and not like make any rash decisions about your finances, particularly if it's a large expense or like a large, you know, particularly like if it's like borrowing a lot of money, or like let's say you want to go to school and it's a very expensive tuition. So with something like that, there is caution here. There's caution that you really shouldn't do anything without like hearing different opinions. You know, maybe trying to consult with someone who is more experienced in this matter, maybe someone who graduated from that program, or even maybe someone who works in the field you're interested in, stuff like that. Like, don't just take whatever, like it might be that someone is selling you this idea, and like don't just take what they're saying at face value. Like really do some investigation and take it slow, gather information about like results. Okay, you don't want to hear the marketing pitch. You want to like see, you know, for example, like how many of the graduates get a job in that field in the first year after they leave the program, something like that. You want to see like nuts and bolts, or you want to see like, you know what, anyway, I don't have to go into that. I think you get it. But we have here the Queen of Wands, which is a really positive energy here. So I'm also saying that your guides don't want you to be like demoralized or what is the word, deterred, right? Like they don't want you to do a bit of research and then learn that, okay, there's like a lot of work here. Like they don't want you to be deterred by anything that looks like it could be too much work for you or too hard for you to learn. That's actually more the point. They don't want you to think that you have to like come into this, that you have to approach this goal with having a lot of experience, or with having like a lot of learning, like formal learning. Okay, they want you to know that you have something special to give to this this goal you have. Okay, so let me actually step back and like explain. The first part of the message I gave was about how like there's like a financial issue that you're trying to figure out, right? That could be for some of you. But then there's also this message here about like considering the commitment level of an opportunity that is very promising to you, because it offers you some kind of independence, whether that's financial independence or other like professional independence. Doesn't really, it's not very clear here. but it is some kind of independence that can be gained by pursuing this path, okay, this project. So your guides want you to know that what you're giving to this project is very unique and special. So don't downplay your own unique gifts and contributions to the project, okay? You're showing up as the Queen of Wands. You're showing up as someone with like a lot of like really great energy, really great ideas, someone who's fearless, someone who like has staying power, someone who doesn't just give up, someone who keeps, you know, keeps up momentum and encourages others as well, someone who's just like a really great addition to a team. Like you're like not necessarily like the coach, but you're definitely someone who boosts other people's energy levels, and that can't be you really can't put a price tag on that, I guess, right? Like you can't like, it's like I hate to sound pretentious, but it's the je ne sais quoi, right? It's like, it's in French, it's like the, oh, I don't, it's like, it's hard to name that, but you know that it's special. It's hard to name it when someone has a special quality, but it's hard to describe that special quality, but you have that, okay? So that's the other message there. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna pull a few more cards and see what other messages are coming through this time. But, you know, if you're resonating with anything I've said so far, like definitely check out my other videos, put something in the comments and engage with, you know, this video, because it's very encouraging for me, and it helps give me, you know, it helps my guides give me some direction in terms of what future videos I do. And it doesn't even have to be a question or like a phrase in the comments. If you even just put like an emoji, that would be super helpful. Okay, we have the Three of Spirals, which is the Three of Wands. Chaos, which in other decks is the Devil. Three of Blades, that's like the Three of Swords. Really interesting Three of Blades, Three of Swords there. And we have the World. Okay, wow. So you know, I thought earlier this morning about the number 3, and I remember thinking that the number 3 is important. So if 3 resonates with you, or 33 or 333, this is a message for you. So what we're seeing here is actually quite a intense picture. The Three of Spirals, in other words, the Three of Wands, it shows the 4 cardinal directions, and it also shows these snails. Snails are very like mystical figure. I don't quite know why they were used in this depiction, but I'm just gonna follow my intuition. What I see here with the snails is like, it's like the slow march of time is what I'm seeing there. But it's so like, it's definite, like this, it's the slow but guaranteed march of time. Like time is moving forward and like pushing something forward, and it can't be ignored, and you can also use it in your favor. Okay, so that's what I'm hearing. You can use this in your favor. And also with the cardinal directions, right, this is about a compass. It's about using your inner compass to help you find that direction and to help you identify the right direction. Because that's the other thing, is that time is, I would say, our most precious asset. You know, time is our most precious, it's the most precious thing on earth in our life. It's time. It's the time we spend doing things. It's the time we spend with other people. Like it's our time alive on this earth. Okay, so really understand that your time is precious. I think that's something your guide really wants you to hear right now. So with Chaos, the Three of Swords, and the World, yeah, this is really intense. And you know, with the Three of Swords, it's showing the blades and then a diamond. So there's like this pressure. There's this message of being how like intense pressure also over millennia, right? Like over a long period of time, it's the intense pressure that transforms coal into a diamond. Okay, so there's a message here actually that you have a diamond within you. You are a diamond. You are a diamond in the rough, okay? You are a diamond in the rough of the world that is, okay? The world as it is has chaos. And you're showing up as this diamond who has felt, you know, the pains, the pangs of just grief and heartbreak and even betrayal. Um, there's something here about you being very attuned to the suffering that's happening right now. And these depictions of chaos in the world and even the Three of Spirals, these are very interesting depictions because it's showing like, to me it's showing like this, like these, like this interdimensionality. It's showing like how time is just part of like the space-time fabric. Like we see a black hole here, we see portals. Like there's something here about understanding how your grief and your pain, it is woven into the space-time fabric of our universe. Like there, it's cosmic. Like it's not just I guess it's like, don't think that it's small. Don't think it's a small thing what you're mourning. Don't think it's a small thing what you're grieving or what you feel betrayed by. It's not a small thing. And it's not even just a worldly thing, okay? It is a bigger thing. It is something to do with the nature of the universe. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I can't quite understand what I'm saying here, but I feel like maybe you do, right? So I'm just trying to give that message out as close to, I'm just trying to channel that for you. But let's go ahead and pull some more cards, because, you know, with the threes, there's also this message of like creativity and creation. Sorry if you're hearing noise from traffic, but like I'm seeing here that there's immense power in some kind of relationship that's like, oh, that's right, the trillium, I saw a symbol earlier this morning, and that's why I was thinking three. But you know, there's a lot of triplicities in like mysticism and stuff, right? So there's, you know, if you're raised Christian, right, there's God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. There's the divine feminine triplicity of the maiden, the mother, and the crone, right? So I don't know exactly what triplicity might be at play here. I'm not picking up on anything specific. I just think you're supposed to take that and run with it. Wow, we have the Three of Swords again. So, yeah, really important message here. Let's go ahead and keep going. This is the Hanged Man. I'm actually seeing here, there's the Six of Swords. And didn't the Six of Swords come up in the first deck? Yes, Six of Swords also came up earlier. I'm actually gonna just get that out. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man, the Three of Swords, and the Six of Swords. I'm putting these cards together since they're repeats. So, okay, I'm sorry if this is all jumbled now, but here, let me get this better. Okay, Seven of Pentacles also wants to come out. Cutting the World here, so I have a look at that. And two Six of Swords, two Three of Swords, Three of Spirals, Three of Wands. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so actually, let's go here. Okay. Okay, so to wrap up this message here, what you're experiencing is quite painful. But there's a message here to not like give up. Okay? It's painful to feel what you're feeling. But those feelings are like an entryway. They're like a gateway to a portal. And that's what I'm seeing in the world. Oh my gosh, I'm hearing the word crucible. So if you understand what the cross actually means, if you look up what the cross actually means, this relates to that. It's like being alive, being physical, being on the physical plane, you cannot avoid suffering, but it is the suffering that provides this opportunity to enter like the spirit world, to enter this portal. I want to say it's a portal, but see, like the Six of Swords makes me think of the river Styx and like crossing into the underworld. So what you're experiencing right now is part of a spiritual journey, and your guides want you to know that as you enter into this underworld, as you'd say, like, oh, and again, this is why you didn't want to tell, if you resonated with that earlier message, why you didn't want to tell your some of your like family or friends what you're up to, because you didn't want them to be endangered. So yeah, you're about to do something. I think you're thinking about doing something, and you feel like you're alone in doing it, but your guides want you to know that you're not. And you feel like you're entering into an underworld where it might be quite dangerous, or it might just be very risky. And but yet you're doing this because you do feel, with this Three of Swords and even with this Hangman, you do feel like you're willing to make a certain sacrifice. And I think you're willing to sacrifice that sense of safety because you're hoping to help others. Okay, so with the Six of Swords, we also see someone who is helping others cross a river. So it's about this like need to help others who are suffering. And I think that's what it is, that with this Three of Swords coming up two times, you're very sensitive to how others are suffering, and that in itself is making you suffer. So this is the path forward, is to help others. And by helping others, you feel like you're entering this underworld where you really sort of don't know what to expect. And it's sort of like this it's like a, well, I'm hearing mission, but I'm also hearing initiation. Yeah, it's like this initiation. So your guides want you to know that you are not alone. Your guides are with you in this period of initiation, so to speak. So Seven of Pentacles, also, I wanted to connect that to the High Priestess. The Seven of Pentacles is also showing up. Wait, hold on. No, this didn't come up twice, right? Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles is also showing up as an advice, a piece of advice here. Wow. I know that there's advice here. I didn't even actually get it yet, right? Okay. Hold on. I have to put this right here next to this Hangman. Oh, and then it's the Three of Wands. Okay. So there is advice here, and this is what I'll leave you with. I'm getting this advice about, like, not necessarily to take things slowly. Again, that slow march of time. It's not so much about being slow to do something, or like it's about being patient. It's definitely about being patient. You need patience with whatever is troubling you at this time. But there's also something here about observing what you are dealing with, observing it in a way that is different. Okay, there's a different perspective that is available here, and that perspective only becomes available when you surrender a preconceived notion. Okay, so the High Priestess is coming up, and she's bringing to you like a cosmic mystery. She's bringing to you something you don't understand, but you want to understand. Okay, and that is the message, that have patience, because you're on a journey of learning for sure, and you're on a journey of spiritual development, and you're on a journey of an initiation process, but it will require this patience, and it will require you to understand the nature of time itself. differently. Okay, so you're also understanding the nature of time, the nature of space-time. The four directions also makes me think of like physical reality. So like this plane of existence, it's also going to require that you get a new understanding of the physical plane of existence, what people call the 3D. So that is your message. Thank you so much for being here. If you stuck around, please do click the like button, the subscribe button, or even leave a comment to just help me know that this helped you. And yeah, I hope to see you at another video. Take care.